Hey guys, welcome back to Gore Next Door with Vincent Jallo and...
Holy great.
I threw you off on that one.
What are you doing to me, man?
I threw myself off on that one. I'm sorry about that.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh.
Or should I call you Frivolous Lola?
Oh, you're funny.
Have you heard of this movie?
No, never.
Really?
Is it porn?
It's Italian. It's Italian soft porn. You know who Tinto Brass is?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
Please enlighten me.
Well, he's a legendary erotic. What did I just say? Softcore kind of director or whatever.
Okay.
Italian kind of, just Italian director of these kind of movies. There's a whole set of these I bought off a guy from an estate sale. A Frivolous Lola, All Women Do It, Paprika. That's a good one, guys.
Paprika?
Get that one. And what's the other one?
Okay.
Something, the Key. There's a whole bunch of them. I have a whole stack of them.
I bet you
like
do.
I'm going to sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're art films.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, art.
Like
Art.
massage, what's his name?
Art.
Full body massage and stuff. Right? Yeah. So,
Yeah, man.
but no, like I'm kind of into these different directors and all this kind of stuff. And I like Italian
I
films.
bet you are.
Yeah, I like Italian films.
Yeah, I bet you do.
So, but this one, I thought maybe you knew it. So yeah,
No.
I haven't seen it, but it was part of the collection that I had. But I think they've released all these now. These are put out by Cult Epics. This was put out on, put out on DVD, like maybe, what's the year on this thing? No, 2004. So it's like 20 years old. The movie's from 98, but it's, now it's all on Blu-ray too. So, but I think I might get rid of these, but yeah, some guy was selling them, but it's just a estate sale. I'm like, there's one, like I want a Paprika.
So like some old dude was collecting these things?
I guess.
Some like geriatric was...
Probably. Some old Italian guy. Yeah. So I was
That's fantastic.
I got to, carry the torch, so to speak. So I picked this up, but no, I just thought it was kind of funny, Lola and stuff. So yeah, but he's Tinto Brass. Yeah, pretty good.
What's
Monella?
Manella?
That must be her name or something. Well, no, it would be Lola, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you would think it'd be Lola.
Sure,
Lola Manella? Maybe that's her last name?
Lola, even some suspect her own stepfather. Yeah, I don't know what this is about, but it is uncut.
I'm sure you probably don't care what it's actually about. I'm sure it probably doesn't have a huge plot line anyway.
Probably not. But some of them are like, they're kind of like, they're not necessarily like, it's like a drama, erotic drama. It is, sorry.
Erotic drama.
Like but you laugh about that. That full body massage.
Yeah.
On the case, it says it's an erotic drama. There's not a lot of them around.
I've never heard of an erotic drama.
Yeah, but this one I just brought along. But I don't care what it's about. But I'm not going to watch it either. So, but they're really well crafted. Like it's not like the American like soft core stuff. Like it's actually like it is more art film, to be honest with you. Like more.
You just keep telling yourself that.
Like anyways, we'll leave it at that.
Who are you trying to convince?
But they're more like a worldly kind of like more vivid story and color palette, and the shots are more,
No,
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. This is fine. That's good. So, anyways, that's Frivolous Lola. I didn't actually watch that during the week. I just happened to.
You just happened to bring it by?
Yeah. Well, I was going to move the whole set of 10 or whatever. But then I saw that one in there. It just made me think of you. So, because I've seen you riding a bike like that before.
Oh yeah, always. I always have my underwear like fucking my skirt tucked into my underwear.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So anyway, that's Frivolous. Anyway, so what have you watched? Do anything cool this week?
No, I didn't do a whole lot this week. But I did watch a couple of things. Only a couple of things. I didn't watch very much this week. So, what did I watch? I watched Iced.
You did?
I did.
What?
I did.
What are you talking about?
Based on your little review of it.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not super great. It was
Like it's a cool concept. They could have done way better.
Cool concept. It wasn't even like good cheese.
No, like
in some ways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched it. I thought I'd check it on.
Well, I'm glad you did. Like that's kind of a rare one. And like I said, I think Vinegar Syndrome just the date. I think that just came out a little while ago on Blu-ray, but like that quality of it wasn't great either. But the whole story though, right? The last 20 minutes is kind of when most of the slashing happens.
Yeah.
But the mask was cool and stuff.
It wasn't though.
No, it was awesome.
No, it wasn't really.
Oh man, I thought it was good. Okay.
Okay. So the other.
Congrats.
Thank you.
You got the explosion this time.
There you go.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on my game today. A little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
the other.
Nothing. What? It's about time. I'm joking. All right.
Dude.
All right.
All right. So the other thing I watched was Untold Story.
Untold Stories. Okay.
1993. It's out of Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's loosely based on a true story.
Okay.
Of some dude who kills a bunch of people, and he happens to like sort of, it's hard to explain. He owns but doesn't own a restaurant.
Okay.
So he's like grinding people up and putting them in like pork buns, but they're not pork buns, they're people buns.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, loosely based on true
Untold Stories it's called?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Tubi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was good. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, are you peeking on my notes?
Untold Story. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. 93. I was just checking the year on that again. Okay.
Yeah, 93.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I don't know. It was different the way that it was filmed, the way that it was shot and stuff like that. It was kind of different. It was like definitely felt more like it was from the 80s or something. But yeah, and crazy that it was based on a true story.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Like apparently this guy actually fed like these people buns to the police that came by to interrogate him and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it was not fun. It's kind of messed up. There's some like pretty graphic death scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a good watch though.
I'm liking the sound of that one.
It's pretty kind of messed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all that I watched. How about you?
Well, to start off with, I watched Shock 'Em Dead.
I think I saw it recently.
I thought you told me you did. Yeah.
I maybe forgot.
Yeah, with Tracy Lords in it, and like this guy Stephen Quadros plays Martin, who's like the lead guy. This guy was actually an original drummer, and they tried him out for Kiss at one point.
Ooh, I love Kiss.
Yeah, nice. But he ended up in this movie. But
okay, tell me what the premise is, and I'll tell you if I remember it.
Well, here's the cover. Did you see that?
Maybe. That guy's giving me some Sammy Kerr vibes.
It's the same kind of like a rock and roll. Yeah, dude, I think you watch it.
You know what? Okay, now it's coming back to me. Because he's definitely giving me Sammy Kerr vibes and that look of his face right there.
Yeah. It's totally the same.
I remember watching it and thinking, oh yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sammy Kerr, Trick or Treat. For those that are old enough to remember Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go back and watch this YouTube video, if you're just listening on the podcast, like check out these videos, man. That's awesome. We're just showing it right now. This movie's great.
Yeah.
This was the first Tracy Lords movie after her porn thing was Not of This Earth, the Jim Wynorski flick, which is great. Not one of my favorite Wynorski movies. I love him. I like a lot of his stuff, and I just really, really enjoy that. But that one I really like. But this one's actually really great. She's good in this movie. She never got naked in any other movies besides porn.
No, because she wanted to be like legit or not legit. Like I shouldn't say that sex.
She was legit
films or whatever.
In the one legal movie of hers that I saw.
I've seen her in a few things, and she was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things I've seen her in.
But this one is there's a DVD put out by the heck? Yeah, Slasher Video. But no, this movie's about this guy who works at a pizza place, and he's kind of a down on his luck guy. Works in this scuzzy kind of pizza place, and he there's this like he wants to be a musician. He wants to be in this band. There's this band called what the hell's the name of that band? Spastic Colon, where they're having these tryouts. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of a weird lead singer guy.
And the lead singer guy looks like some dude from Steel Panther.
Kind of, yeah. And the music's terrible.
Yeah.
Like there's a metal band, but they look ridiculous.
Well, they didn't. Yeah, it didn't sound very metal.
No,
for a metal band.
Like it was.
Yeah, it was different.
But it's an ultimate cheese kind of movie, and I love this movie.
Yeah, it was cheese.
And so he shows up, and
good cheese, not bad cheese.
Yeah. Well, it's so bad it's good. It's one of the so bad it's good rates.
Yeah.
But he shows up and he doesn't do a good job, and they like kick him out. And he's like, then he has this epiphany that he's going to go and see this voodoo priestess, and asks her she says, if you sell me your soul, or sell your soul to the devil, I'll give you like whatever you want. Like you can become this rock star and live in this mansion with like 3 hot chicks and all that stuff. So he turns it down. No, he goes and he says, of course, let's do this. Right. So then he wakes up in a mansion, and there's like these 3 chicks walking around naked all the time. And he goes back to the audition, makes the band. He's like this metal wizard guitar guy. Yeah. And then eventually they kind of kick the other guy out of the band. Yeah. But in order to sort of maintain that, he has to basically suck out the souls of these other people. Yeah. And the 3 naked ladies, they're kind of the same. Right. Yeah, you're right, actually. They were like voodooed or whatever. Yeah. Also. So one of
they had different things that they like. One of them was burned, so she wanted to be pretty again. But if you looked at her in silver, you could see that she was still burned.
Right, I forgot about that.
I can't remember what the other one was, but then there was another one that had the same thing as him, where they had to suck the life force out of people.
Right.
But the other two ladies didn't have that.
They didn't have that. Yeah.
So I don't really know what that whole deal was, but
yeah, like super low budget, just cheese fest.
Yeah.
And Tracy Lords as the band manager, and of course this Martin guy, the guitar god guy, starts to go out with her, and it's just a crazy movie, but it's just like got the metal thing. It's kind of like Sammy Kerr vibes.
Yeah.
Kind of like bonkers, maybe a little bit like Rock and Roll Nightmare with Thor, stuff like this. Like there's this,
Canadian Thor.
Yeah. Or like Black Roses or these movies. Like I love these movies, but that one's always been right up there. Like, I just love the cover of this thing. Like it's just
pretty good.
It's amazing.
It honestly, it just makes me want to watch Trick or Treat.
Yeah. Oh, Trick or Treat's great.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah, love that. Definitely good. Also, Hack-A-Lantern, which we can talk about sometime. I like that one.
I still got to watch that. I haven't seen it yet. I have it on my list.
You did watch it. That's twice I mentioned. You're like, I never watched it. I'm going to explain it to you. And then, the guy going like this with his nephew and stuff.
Yes.
Right? Power of the blood and all that.
I have the worst memory ever, dude. Yeah. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I know.
I watched way too many movies, too.
No, I do, too.
Way too many to remember all these things. So, yeah. I mean, I'm the kind of person that will put a movie on and get like 3/4 of the way through it and go, shit, I've seen this already.
Well, I did that recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was some erotic thriller or something I was watching. I'm like, I think I've seen this like literally 2 months prior.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll put something on and I'll watch 10 minutes of it, and then I'll like the next night I'll watch another 20 minutes and like it seems like it takes me 5 days to see it. So probably by the time I reach the end, I forgot the beginning.
Yeah.
So when I put it on the second time, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't do that. Probably because I have a shit memory. So I'll like watch it and then 2 days later I'll forget. Like if you ask me what it's about, I'm like, oh, have I seen that? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. My brain is leaking information
we
on the
issues,
regular.
Man. Both of us. Between the two, I mean, geez.
Yeah.
All right. So the second movie I watched was a movie called Naked Obsession from 1990. One of the great.
Porn?
No. It's American, Italian.
American soft porn?
American soft porn, kind of. Not really soft porn. It's actually really good.
Naked and what?
Naked Obsession.
Okay.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Rick Dean, come on. And the guy from Great American Hero, whatever the hell that guy's name was, William Catt.
William Catt?
Yeah.
Greatest American Hero?
Yeah, he's the main guy. So,
okay, that's pretty funny, actually.
And Maria Ford.
Who's that?
She's like a, erotic actress, whatever, from the 90s.
Okay.
Like she's good in this movie. Like I mean, it's.
Well, I bet she is.
Yeah. So, but this one, it's one of the best. It played back on Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater, like back in the 90s.
Okay.
Or maybe early, something like that. And like I think the quote. I just happen to have the. Oh no! I didn't bring it? Dang, dude.
What dude?
I was going to bring the VHS. I kind of forgot. I thought there was too much softcore stuff here already, so we'll just, not a lot of gore.
You didn't want to be too judged?
Well, yeah.
This week?
Too many comments going, where's all the gore? I'm talking about like this stuff. But you said it was a good idea. So, because I enjoy watching these movies. A good idea. But since we started this podcast, I have stopped watching a lot of these erotic thrillers. Like I have like 120 of them.
Well, we can chuck some in every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I feel like you chuck one in at least once an episode.
Well, it's fun. I mean, everybody likes that, right?
And honestly, I chuck in my crime shows and stuff.
Well, these are all have like some kind of thriller elements in, like somebody's backstabbing somebody.
As long as our Crypt picks are gore, then we're good. The rest are just kind of like recommendations, right?
Okay.
Shit we watched.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, it's about this guy. He's like
what's it called again?
Naked Obsession.
Okay.
About this guy who's running for mayor. He's like a counselor. And he decides he's going to clean up the downtown, the east side kind of deal.
Sounds like my work.
And he shows up down there, yeah. Oh, a strip club, yeah.
Shut up.
So he shows up to look at this rundown neighborhood. And he gets mugged and his car gets taken away and all that stuff. And he gets, I can't remember if he gets stabbed or just beat up, I guess. And then he has this vision of this kind of Jesus figure, like a kind of an angel, but he looks kind of like, the beard and this kind of the traditional photo you see of that, right?
Yeah, sure.
And so, and he wakes up and it's actually this homeless guy.
Okay.
Played by Rick Dean. And he's kind of this guardian angel.
Who's Rick Dean?
Rick Dean's like a character actor from like 80s, 90s.
Okay.
You'd have to go. He's really, really good. And if anybody's listening, knows what I'm talking about. he should have been like a movie star. This guy got the chiseled looks, stubble, but he's really good in his lines. And he's just like his one-liners in this movie, and he's just really I don't know. He just carries this movie. Okay. Him and Maria Ford walking around with their shirt off.
Okay.
So he plays this guardian angel. And so he brings him, he's like, I'm going to bring you into the strip club. And the strip club address is like 666. So there's already a bit of a story here. This isn't just like full on insanity, but it's like a nice loose backdrop of like stripping going on at the same time. Mm-hmm. And the strip club DJ is played by, oh my goodness, my buddy, what the hell? Fred Olin Ray, who's a friend of Jim Wynorski. Well, he's like another B movie director like Jim Wynorski. Okay. We'll cover some of his movies. But, we did like, oh my goodness, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers and stuff like that. Have you seen that one?
No, I have not. Okay.
Which has Michelle Bauer in it. She's also in this movie.
I don't know who that is either.
She's just one of these like, Linnea Quigley, but like a tier below. Like she's probably the top, right? I would say. Yeah. And then these other ones are like, no offense to Michelle Bauer, but like, they're lesser known, right?
Gotcha.
Right? Linnea Quigley, you don't know Michelle Bauer. Yeah. So he drags them into this strip club, and there's this woman on there dancing, and she kind of just finished her dance. And then Maria Ford comes out. Her name is, what the heck is her name in this thing? Lynn Hauser. And so it's hot, right? I mean, that is like the stripper name of all stripper names, man.
No.
And Fred Olin Way's like, give it up for Lynn. I'm like, okay, right on, man. Right, so she comes out.
That doesn't even sound like a stripper name. That sounds like a grandma name.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
What the hell? Okay.
And the main guy, William Catt, the character he's playing is named Franklin. So it's kind of
like, shouldn't her name be like Sparkly Stiletto or something like that?
Probably, yeah. Or just like Cat or something.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
But anyway, so they're in there, and she comes out and does this dance for this guy. And it's pretty, it's very, pretty graphic.
Okay.
Like the whole thing, she grabs his tie, and he's like sitting there, and Rick Dean puts like $1 on a thing.
Sitting like in Gynecology Row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting bills down, and like Rick Dean is.
Random question.
Yeah.
What do people do now that we don't have bills at strip clubs?
Oh, you want me to answer that? Or?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know. Swipe a card.
Okay.
I don't know, like somewhere.
No, I
mean, that could work. I don't know. Like just right. So who knows?
Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why I thought of that, but
yeah.
Anyways.
So she does this whole dance, and it's pretty.
Imagine chucking like toonies at them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they just chuck loonies at them.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. You go there and throw loonies, like it's pretty ridiculous. But I remember that.
My goodness. Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
So
sidebar. Yeah.
So, but it's a pretty intense scene. It's really well done. I'm like, this chick seems like she's legit a stripper, Maria Ford. Like she really sells it, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, maybe she got trained.
Well, maybe like it's you just almost have to go and find this scene and watch it. I think the movie's out there somewhere on YouTube or something, but I don't. It's a little bit cropped, so you can't really see the bottom part of what's happening. But anyway. But the rest of it's all intact, which is weird.
Oh my goodness.
On just regular YouTube without logging in, like you can still see this. Somebody's posted on this obscure channel, so I guess YouTube doesn't know that there's nudity on there. I don't know.
All right. Deep breath.
Yeah. So anyway, they do all this stuff, and he finally comes back the next night, and she says, take me home or whatever. So he takes her home. Mm-hmm. And she's like, likes to be choked, right? I mean, this is just normal stuff. So
yeah, just normal.
With this red thing.
Light BDSM. Yeah.
So he chokes her, and then she dies. But he gets kind of accused of her murder.
Yeah.
But is it really him? We don't really know.
Okay.
And Herb Dean, the guardian angel, kind of helps him through this whole movie.
Okay.
And kind of at the end, the way it kind of ends, you're like, wow, this is pretty awesome, actually. Like, was he kind of like a guardian angel? Like, whatever happens is kind of like an extra dimension to like these typical kind of erotic thrills. It's actually a cool story, and the music's great, and the soundtrack and the whole thing is really fantastic.
He killed her though, right? Like obviously.
No.
Well, how'd she die then?
Do you want me to tell you? No, it's like there's like a murder thing, and like he's a suspect, but it ends up being somebody else that did it. And there's the whole reason why and the story and stuff.
Okay.
So it's a thriller.
Okay.
Erotic thriller.
Okay.
Art film.
Art film.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's that.
So Zarek can tell his wife that he's watching art films again?
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go, Zarek. Art films.
It's a good one. I mean, it's worth tracking down. Like you probably enjoy it. It's a good story.
Okay. Cool.
And Rick Dean as this character, really good. And he was in another one called Strip Teaser. I think Maria Ford's in that one too. And they're like a married couple that runs a bar. It's just cool. It's kind of a cool thing. Like it. It's good. So it's one of my favorites. It's great. I can see why Joe Bob played that and recommended it. It's a cool story and pretty good. So anyways, going a little long on it, but I really, it's a good one. It's a good one.
That's fine.
So that was it.
All right. That's it. No, like we're not. It's funny. Like before we started this podcast, I watched so much stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. And now that we started the podcast, I'm like, I got 2 for a whole week.
I know, because we're doing all this other prep stuff and all this other nonsense.
I guess.
Maybe.
It's fun though. I like it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Shall we dip into the crypt?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. My pick for the crypt this week was Ravenous.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 1999, directed by Antonia Bird. Mm-hmm. She was actually tagged as a director like only 3 weeks before it started because they, fired the first guy or something.
Really?
Like that. Yeah. Yep. They were trying to put a bunch of people, and I guess she was good friends with Robert Carlyle, who's in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was great in that.
Yeah, so it was starring Guy Pearce. There's a whole bunch of people in it. Oh my God. Guy Pearce, the only ones I wrote down was Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, David Arquette, and Jeremy Davies. Mm-hmm. But there's a whole bunch of other people in there. But they're people that I recognize, but I don't necessarily know their actual names in real life. So I just didn't write them down.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Brief synopsis. Mm-hmm. So Guy Pearce is kind of the main character, and he's a soldier who gets sent to this Fort Spencer. And while he's there, a stranger shows up, and that would be Robert Carlyle. And he comes, dragging his butt in there, like starving to death. And like, with this whole sordid tale of how him and he had a party of 6 that were, traveling or whatever. And they got somehow stuck or something. And like the weather got bad or something. And they holed up in a cave. Mm-hmm. And they were starving to death. They ate the horses. They ate everything that they could. And then one of them dies. And so they eat the person. And then, so basically his story is that one of the guys went nuts and ate everybody, and he managed to get away. So, yeah, cannibalism. Yeah. So when he's telling this story, there's also an Indigenous fellow there who's like, basically knows that the story sounds very familiar as the Wendigo.
Yeah.
So, where, if you get the taste of flesh, then you just become insatiable for the taste. Yeah, there you go. Very metal, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Insatiable for the taste of flesh.
Yeah.
So all the soldiers are like, okay, we're gonna, because apparently there's supposedly one woman that the Robert Carlyle character left behind because he just booked it out of there. He's like, fuck this noise. So he took off. So all the soldiers like, okay, we're gonna go find this place and we're gonna see if we can help this lady. They find the cave, find all these like hanging, dead skinned, flayed, whatever bodies hanging there. And then there's a big twist and some stuff starts happening. People start to die and then more stuff happens and more people start to die. And then they end up back at the, Fort Spencer and more people die. So all this stuff happens. It's just crazy. It's really bloody. It's pretty violent. It's got some really great gore.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you see that in the theater when it came out?
No. Did you?
No, I remember it coming out. Like it was 99 or something, right?
Yeah, 99. Yep.
But I never saw it.
Okay.
So you recommend it? Like, no, I don't know. I'm not a big like frontiersman guy. Like that kind of era, like that kind of stuff doesn't interest me. But I do like maybe like Italian like spaghetti westerns. Like would maybe cross over some of them into these kind of with these kind of people kind of in the same story sort of thing.
Yeah.
From back in the day, but like not just straight up like this. So I'm not. But I liked it.
Did you?
I wasn't expecting. I wasn't sure what to expect, but that's why I never saw it originally.
Oh. Did you expect it to be as like gory and bloody and violent?
I did, because I remember that at the time thinking like that was what it was supposed to be about, but I just never saw it for that reason. I think for the most part. but I knew what the movie we were talking
Mm-hmm.
about when you mentioned it, but I didn't know the story or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it was great. I mean,
Oh, good.
good gore and
Mm-hmm.
good story too. Like
Mhm.
just the way it kind of went along, like a couple twists and stuff. And
Yeah. The acting was really good.
yeah, like it was really well done. Like that was a pretty big movie when it came out, right?
Oh, I literally don't know. I think it got terrible reviews. When
Oh,
first
did it?
came out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people liked it because I don't know if they didn't expect it or whatever.
Yeah, like it was so different than anything else, really.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
to this day, like it's different.
Yeah. It's very different. It is loosely based on a true story though.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a dude named Alfred Packer
Yeah.
back in the day who they called him the Colorado Cannibal.
Mm.
So he basically, same thing. He was like off on some like travel party and with 6 other people. And he literally stumbled back into a camp with the same type of story.
Wow.
That some, his,
That's brilliant.
yeah.
It's a great idea for that guy to do that.
Well, he ended up getting hung because they thought he did it. But there's been a whole bunch of DNA testing and stuff like that. And they're pretty sure he didn't eat any people.
Really?
Yeah. So now they're like, oops.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is like years and years and years ago. They kind of it's also loosely based on Donner, the Donner Party,
Mm-hmm.
where they're traveling around and they eat people. I don't know, some like American cannibal stuff.
Don't know. No.
Yeah. Same kind of a deal. Like, but that one was like this, the Alfred Packer one was basically like one person went crazy and ate everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donner Party was, I think, like travelers that got stranded in the winter and
Oh.
they ate each other to survive. Kind of like Alive, the movie Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, it was pretty good storytelling and just kind of some cool twists and gore. Like it's just a different movie. Like,
Yeah.
nothing really quite like that with that sort of story set at that time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could see why you like that for sure.
Had some good comedy in it.
Yeah. I actually did. Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's definitely, it's, I don't know. I've always liked it. I always like ones that critics don't really like though.
Yeah.
I just, I know they probably don't like it because it was like, oh, bloody and oh, cannibals and but no, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously stuck with you if to be one of your ones you want to review.
Yeah. I've seen it
kinda
a bunch
watch
of
lot.
times actually. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely stuck with me. I really like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. All right. So
Yeah.
what's your choice?
I chose the 1981 classic Hospital Massacre, aka X-Ray. That would be a Hospital Massacre t-shirt.
Yeah, nice shirt, dude.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice.
VHS stickers, kind of, like 40 little thing. Yeah, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I like
when
this
I
movie.
want to plug whoever that shirt came from.
Yeah, it's called Redbubble. And I was looking, I put up a design, and I was like,
All
I was
right.
the only guy that ever bought the shirts, but he just would take all these designs.
Yeah.
And then I think he got banned eventually because
Because you're stealing designs.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have like
Yeah.
shirts that probably like
Welcome to
nobody
Redbubble.
probably-
That's all they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's who else would have ever done that? Like
Yeah.
bought this, maybe 2 people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool, but
I mean, I could see you doing stuff like that, just making your own shirts.
yeah. I mean, I've thought about that actually.
Yeah.
Like this one's like I don't like them where it's just like a plain square for the most part of like the poster. Like they take a poster,
Yeah.
like anybody can just put that poster up and make a shirt. But this was, there's a little bit of effort went into it.
Yeah.
You can
A
kind
little bit of creativity, a little bit of
creativity.
design.
Actually, you
Yeah.
can see the full thing, but yeah,
I
there you
know.
go. Hey,
It's pretty sweet, dude. I like it.
On the table there. Yeah, so I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was my movie.
Yeah. So we had to watch this one together
Yeah.
because I could not find it anywhere.
Yep.
And you grabbed it from your collection because you
Yes.
have all this incredible things in your collection.
Well, I mean, so this is X-ray. It says X-ray, but it's X-ray, Hospital Massacre, same thing.
yeah.
Yeah, love it, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want me to do a synopsis?
yeah, sure.
All right.
Featuring Playboy's sensational centerfold sex symbol Barbie Benton.
Barbie Benton. Yeah, she's pretty smoking in it.
I mean, she was like on display like for a good 2-3 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Straight.
yeah. She's a beautiful woman. Yeah.
Leering camera kind of going across her. We'll talk about
There's
it.
a bunch of creepy dudes in this flick. I got to tell you, creepy ass dudes. So I mean, it's a pretty simple premise. This woman goes to the hospital to get some test results, and people start dying
Hey, great.
by some weirdo in a
Surgeon's
mask. Yeah,
and,
surgeon's mask.
The full thing.
hyperventilating the whole time.
That's so good.
Pretty weird.
Man, I love that kind of stuff. I just do. Like
It
Dr.
was
Giggle's
fun.
fine, but like
It was
this
so
is
fun.
This is really good.
Yeah. No, it was really fun. Okay, so that's basically the premise. Like
Okay.
people start dying and clearly she's like the target for
Yeah.
whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah, she shows up and
Yeah.
she's trying to get these results. And she's trying to she's going all over the hospital trying to find where to go, and they go to this floor, go over here, and meanwhile these other people are kind of dying, but he's kind of slowly kind of targeting her.
Yeah.
He's got this giant, weird, skinny, long kind of knife, and he's always stabbing like a maniacal maniac.
Yeah.
With the mask, it's just a cool setup.
Yeah, the mask is like going in and out when he's hyperventilating.
Yeah, like you said, he should have passed out by now. I mean,
he totally should have.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like just a weird movie all around, like weird in a good way. It's a little bit different. Kind of has like a bit of a soap opera vibe or something.
It very much had a soap opera vibe. Very much, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And some interesting kind of soundtrack music, like with strings and like the whole kind of orchestra, like it's.
The soundtrack thing really reminded me of The Omen.
Oh, and that too. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So weird.
With like angelic voices, like singing.
Yeah. like choirs and shit. Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Like, but those like, not demonic choirs, but like if you've seen The Omen and you know like the whole like, the tone of the music for it, very similar. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. This one, I liked it. You know, some good kind of. Not jump scared, but just like this stalking scenes of this guy. Like it's more like Halloween 2 or something.
Very much stalking because everything was in such slow motion.
Yeah, like super slow motion.
It was hilarious. Yeah. 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 I've never seen people move that slow in my entire life.
Yeah. I mean, the gore was okay. It was some okay kills. It was fun. Some blood and stuff. Yeah. And, you know, some kind of quirky scenes in there. And the nudity, of course, was off the chain there with what's her face on Barbie Benton on the table. Like he tells her to go behind the curtain and disrobe and then come out in the robe.
Yeah. Tells her to go behind a curtain, and behind the curtain there is a light. Shocking. Yeah. So all you see is a silhouette of her undressing.
Yeah.
With this creepy doctor you know, staring at her. Yeah.
Put on the gown and then come out and then sit down and then take it immediately off.
Yeah.
So I can like stare at your breast for like 2 minutes.
So I can literally run my hands all over your body.
Yeah. And touch your hair first too, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, he touched your hair. That was so funny.
Right. So
yeah, not creepy at all.
And lays her down. He's taking her pulse down, like her belly area, like up here, and then he works his way down with a stethoscope. He's like checking her pulse down there, and you can hear it, you know, on the thing. It's just crazy stuff.
I know it was different,
but yeah, a lot of slashing and stalking kind of stuff, and you know, people plunging to their death off the top of a building with like impact. Yeah, you could feel it, man.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah, on fire too.
It was like a solid landing for that dude.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, just overall, it was a great, fun movie. I've always kind of really liked that one. Yeah. 1981, kind of right at the beginning of the whole slasher cycle. And not a lot of people know that movie.
Yeah. I'd never heard of it, but damn, it was fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good pick.
I actually brought along the vintage VHS here.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the old book box. I'm going to get you to hold this.
Absolutely, my dude.
And this is kind of like the, you know, like you have like the cast on the front and then the tape in the side. But they used to put a lot of effort into this stuff. Like if you look in here, like even like this is like an embossed plastic thing, right? MGMUA, like you can see that. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I vaguely remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's like this is like some of the first tapes. Like I think this tape is like 83, the movie's 81. So like right one of the first VHS to really kind of come out and be on the shelf in a store, right? Yeah. But yeah, I really love this cover and just love this movie, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that cover is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like it. Very cool.
So yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty much all I had. Yeah. And that was it.
Well, for that one of the things I did notice was in the very beginning scene, there's like these kids in a house.
Right.
And I was like, those kids look familiar. Mm-hmm. And literally, it was the same two kids that was in Bloody Birthday that I watched a week or two ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Same two kids.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Elizabeth Hoy and Billy Jane or Billy Jacoby. I think he must have changed his name or something. Wow. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting because I looked, it was the girl I was like, she looks so familiar. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Like random.
Yeah. I mean,
movies colliding, whatever.
A couple horror movies back in the day these kids are in.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if they're still acting or.
I don't know. I don't know. I should have looked that up had you told me you were going to ask me that question.
Oh, hey. All right. But yeah, no. Yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, no, I did. It was a good recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. That's
so since we're talking about physical media, should we talk about what's coming out next week?
Yeah. Do it.
Like, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so a couple of, it's April 8th, so this will be like April 3rd or something, this video. So April 8th, so next Tuesday, roughly. Intruder! I don't know who ESC Editions is, but it says April 9th here. I don't know how that works, but usually it's like on Tuesdays. Intruder from 1989.
I think that I might actually have that on my to-be watch list.
You watched it.
Did I?
Yes, I'm like, you gotta watch Intruder. That's the one in the grocery store.
Oh my God, yeah.
With the band, with the meat cutting saw and all that.
Shit.
And did you recognize Bruce Campbell at the very end? He was one of the cops or whatever?
Yeah. How can you not recognize Bruce Campbell? Dude, come on.
The chin.
The chin, exactly.
Yeah. So that's coming out. I mean, I think that's great. I'm like, there's some good ones on here.
It was good. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you reminded me.
Yeah, I think you saw them. Okay.
Thank goodness you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what else?
Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street in 4K.
Like first
Yeah,
one?
1984. Roadshow Entertainment. So that might be us. I think Roadshow's Australian. So I'm not sure. Like when I printed this off, it was cut off the country. So I feel like that might be an Aussie title because I know it's already on 4K. I'm pretty sure. And then an Intruder again. So I don't know what's happening here. Dog Soldiers. Did you ever see that?
Oh my God, I
like
love
you
Dog
like
Soldiers.
that, right? I know.
Yeah.
It seems like one you'd be like, we gotta watch this.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's on one of my watch lists somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the ones that I want to revisit again because it's the first time I watched it, I was like, I'm not really sure about this. And the second time I watched it, I was like, this movie's friggin' dope.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like one you would recommend. I only saw it the one time like years ago, and I just
Yeah, it didn't hit me the first time, but the second time I was like, yeah, this movie's dope.
Yeah. And then, but I think that's some other weird. I think that's like in France or something. But then Shout Factory, like it's about freaking time. I couldn't believe this.
Dude,
Sorority House Massacre in 4K, which I don't care about 4K, but like this was like, now I'm a big Sorority House Massacre 2 guy because that's a Jim Wynorski movie. It has nothing to do with the first one. It's awesome. Okay. But this one is just a middle of the road slasher from 86, and it's finally being released on 4K for 4K fanatics.
Well, there you go.
And the Blu-ray goes for like about $60 or so, or maybe more, like used.
Why?
Because it was just
Why
a
so
limited
fancy?
run by, was it Scorpion releasing? It was, what's that other company called? Geez, I can't remember. But it was put out by them. Oh my God, what the hell's a red? Oh my goodness, guys, help me out here. It's what the hell are those guys called? Oh, I lost it.
I don't know. Jeremy, do you remember? No? Okay.
No. Yeah, I can't remember. But there was like a small run, and so I always wanted to get that Blu-ray, but I never did because it was just too expensive, and it was like whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I have the DVD, right? But
Of course you do.
But I have most of these slashers on Blu-ray, but it's pretty exciting. So 4K of that. And then we've got like the Vordelac. I don't know what this is, but it says 2023 by Oscilloscope Pictures, which I kind of like some of their stuff. So I don't know.
Vordelac?
That's maybe a French film or something. But since it's Oscilloscope, I feel like it would have been on Shudder or
The
something.
English version, the Vordelac. The French version, Le Vordelac. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Crazies from 73.
Crazies is good.
Now you like that, right?
Yeah.
You saw the remake too, right?
Yeah, I like the original better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the 73 version coming out as well. I don't know what Studio S is, but I think these aren't companies that I know, so they might be foreign, those ones.
All right.
Like but what I do know is the Incubus, which is a good one from 82. That's put out by 88 Films, which is UK, but some of them are region free, I think. Maybe not with the DVD, but their Slasher Classics collection is great. I've got a bunch of them. Looks like they have at least 55 of them, it says here. But yeah, they're good. So they put out like some great Slasher Classics.
Okay. I don't know if I know Incubus.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Other
kind of
than
a
the band.
Creature kind of one. Yeah. You a fan of the band or?
I don't remember.
Okay. No, you told me you were. No. Really?
I honestly, off the top of my head, I can't remember anything they've done. So, I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah. Terrible.
So, I don't know, but that's pretty much, that's everything.
Yeah, that's everything?
I would say so.
That's kind of all I got too.
Okay.
All right. So,
next week? All right. Yeah?
next week? Yeah.
Okay.
What? Next week what?
We'll do it again.
Yeah, I guess.
No, that's good.
We'll see. Maybe we'll be in better form next week.
Yeah, maybe. No, thanks guys for checking it out. If you're watching the YouTube video, if you could subscribe, we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
And wherever you're listening, we really appreciate the support, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you very much. Stay creepy. Bye. You've been listening to Gore Next Door with Vincent Giallo and Lola Graves. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for updates and behind-the-scenes posts. New episodes are available on YouTube or wherever you find your podcasts.